I thank God for my life. So I still being alive. That's why they say, come and stay with me. Now I want to still be alive. Don't say when I don't stay. My name is John.
John what?
John Jowett.
Are you a
My brother, you can say this over and over again. Now only God fit perform this miracle. Now only Him alone know, because as it is now, nobody for believe say this kind of magic fit take place. My dear country people, before Karina go inside this gist, make you now see and hear things for yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time where you come across this channel, most especially your location. Also, I beg, in case you never subscribe to this channel, Sparkles World TV, I beg make you do so. Turn on your notification, make you they get our gist as we they drop and fresh, and make you not forget to like and follow Chukuma out on top this matter via the comment box. My country people, this one a tragic event well before Nigerians. It's a very painful one because people's lives stay involved. How person go leave house, be their family members, bye make I go come, only for them to go, they never come back again. Only for them to go and meet their dead. Only for them to go and end up in the hospital struggling to survive. My dear country people, in a 21-story building now collapsed with human beings inside in Ikoyi, Lagos State. According to reports, they say they don't manage rescue about 9 people for now, and 22 people don't die already. My country people, imagine these people. They have families, they have loved ones. Many of them with plans ahead of them. They just ended up. I wouldn't love to say plenty. I could drop the video, make you hear, because they don't start to chook mouth inside to know what if it caused the collapse and why it happened. I could drop the video, but before I do that, my prayer be say to each and every one of you who come across this video, to our loved ones wherever they are, I pray make nothing of this nature happen give us. Make we not be victim of any circumstance. So this 2021 no go see the end of our life, so now we go see the end of it and cross over. And I just pray make the field rescue plenty lives, or doing now only God fit do the magic.
Ọmọ mi Zainab Oyindamola Sanni ó wà nínú building tó collapse n'Ikoyi láti ọ̀sán àná. Till now wọn ò tí ì rí yọ. Then àwọn workers tó ń yọ wọ́n ti stop iṣẹ́, and my daughter is still there. Lagos State governor should help me. They should bring my daughter out for me.
So just to help out on the first part of her statement, she's saying to us that her daughter Zainab, right? She's an IT student who's come here to do her IT in terms of construction. And I asked her how did she know her daughter was actually trapped here. She said that her daughter came out for lunch to buy food, and after buying food, she went back in. So the vendors that brought food for them were the ones that told her that they saw her going back in after buying lunch. And after she went in, 5 minutes after, this 21-story building came caving in. She's been very despondent and disappointed and not knowing what to do, because right now her daughter so far is not part of those who have been rescued, and it gives her really deep cut in her heart. And she's asking government to help her 25-year-old daughter Zainab to at least if she can see her body. Architect, sir, you are here with your colleagues. What's your first impression?
My first impression is the country is in a mess. We're in a rut, because if we've done what we're supposed to do, either on the private or the government side, we won't be having this kind of incident. Like it's said by Falano, the renowned lawyer, about 6 or 7 weeks precisely, where we have all the allied professionals in the construction industry together. He said we should stop talking of building collapse. go and search yourself. What is your regulatory body doing? Your regulatory body is supposed to regulate things like this, but we are fighting among ourselves. I'll tell you just a little history, because the government has a big fault to this. In 1986, the National Building Code was drafted by all the professional bodies in the construction industry, the 7 of them. This National Building Code was not signed until 20 years after it was drafted by the then Minister Mimiko. We're in 2021 today, 15 years after. The National Building Code has not been passed by the National Assembly. Very sad.
A quick session. What's the underlining or the galvanizing fulcrum of this code? I know it must have a few things.
Yes, because it tells you, it gives you the minimum requirement of the materials and the labor to be used. It gives the minimal requirement. And if we have that in place, I mean, I can say Lagos State government is trying, because they've reviewed their physical and urban development law in the last 10, 20 years. But we have to domesticate this National Building Code. The Nigerian Institute of Architects has taken it upon themselves, where there's been a lot of lectures, there's been a lot of awareness in domesticating this National Building Code. But how will you, or how can you domesticate it when the National Assembly hasn't even passed the code?
It's a sorry tale, and there's so much to talk about as far as this is concerned. And I can tell you there are a few things to draw from this. I mean, if, for instance, the name of the architect, the name of the engineer, the nname of the structural engineer, the companies or the entities responsible or should have been responsible for these buildings are not well clearly stated as it should be, then it tells you that something is wrong. I'm not one for who to tell government what to do, but we can draw the attention of government on what they really need to do. The truth again is people have been trapped, people have been killed, some have been rescued. How much of succor can come in their way by way of compensation? Are they really unknown? Are they known? Who is going to account for them? And I will really be on this to find out what the Lagos State, for instance, would want to do as far as our punitive measures are concerned. Someone, somewhere, anyhow, somehow needs to pay the price for this building that has just dropped.
Otherwise than the class we will die this year. We're going to live 120 years.
So what happened? What were you doing when the thing happened?
I was going out to buy my food. That's how CP started to plan. My men started dying. I have a lot of people that have been inside their places. They can never find them. I see more time for my life to be in that. I was going out to go and buy my food. Before when I really reached for the gate, I saw the people started to out. That's how I see what's happening. I thank God for my life. So I see being alive. That's why they say, come and stay with me. When I want to see being alive. Don't say when I don't get. My name is John.
John what?
John Jowett.
Are you a bricklayer or what?
I'm a laborer.
And you are working here?
I don't have vision to say.